I think the reason that I'm so excited and I'm still so confident in Southern California and San Diego real estate in particular is just because of the dynamic that we have. There's still a lot of development and investment money coming into San Diego. San Diego is even more of a transplant location than it's always been. There's new businesses coming into the area. They're moving a ton of commerce and economy into the area. But the problem is we have the same exact like geographic space. We're not like some of these other areas that can move east or can move north or can move south. We're completely landlocked. Like the real estate that we have right now is the real estate that we're always going to have. We're not building into the mountains in the national forest. We're probably not getting any real estate from Mexico anytime soon. We're definitely not taking over Camp Pendleton, and we're not building floating houses over the Pacific. So we have this really finite piece of land, and there's so much interest in it, and there's so much coming into the area that there's only one really thing that can happen. Maybe we pass some things related to density. Maybe we build more of these like condos, and ADU laws continue to become more and more lax and available. But the cost of construction is prohibitive for that. So it's kind of like really what we have right now. There's going to be some new construction stuff, and there's some pockets of the county that will be developed. But for the most part, there's a huge opportunity in the resale market and the people that currently own houses in San Diego County, and kind of the guarantee that those are continue to appreciate. You might have really good years like we've seen. You may have flat or lower years of appreciation, but overall, supply and demand is supply and demand. They're not making more of this land, and there's so many people that want to be here. I think that you're always going to have this upside in real estate, and I think it's really only going to continue to speed up. And if you see things happen, like if there's a recession, San Diego is going to be extremely insulated from that, as opposed to maybe some of the other areas of the country. And if you see rates come down, the competition is going to jump dramatically for those properties. And as that inventory becomes available, it's only going to increase. So like the appreciation that you might see in San Diego County might be drastically higher than some of the surrounding counties because of all those X factors. Now San Diego's more affordable. Everybody that's been waiting and chomping at the bit to get in is now going to want to get in, and there's still only going to be a limited amount of houses, and it's just going to drive things up. And we'll see cycles of that. We'll see that kind of come and go, and we'll see the economy play a role. We'll see rates play a role, the headlines and things like that. But I think overall, we're in a very different and unique situation in San Diego than a lot of the rest of the country is. And so, I'm very confident that this is going to continue to be a good investment. Two things. I would say if you're trying to get in, I would continue to try to get in and find a way to get into owning real estate in San Diego. And if you're already in, I wouldn't be as afraid to do that up leg purchase if you need the bigger house, or I wouldn't be as gun shy if I was looking to downsize or whatever the case is. There's a lot of people waiting for things to happen, and there's just not this really high level of confidence that they should be taking these chances and making these moves right now. And I don't think that there is as big a risk to that as a lot of people think, because of what's likely going to happen and has happened and will continue to happen in San Diego real estate.